Well, hello YouTube. Here we are with a +2 Celsius morning. It is starting to warm up a little bit today. However, as you see, we're getting some snow. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, I guess last night the freezing rain rolled on in, and it coated, well, a lot of the roadways in a slushy rain type of mix. So they are, roads are a little bit bad from what people are saying. I haven't been out on them yet, and I don't really plan to go far today. When you look at it, kind of this way, this would have been the day that I would have been driving back from Edmonton after my surgery. So if the roads are bad, then I guess it's a good thing that things didn't quite work out the way that, well, they were supposed to work out. Especially with roads being bad, it may not have been a good thing to have that kind of combination in the works. Well, didn't vlog at all yesterday. It was just kind of that day I took to myself. Went out, did a little bit of running around, and checked the fan mail box. I didn't get anything in there, just a handful of junk mail. Did a couple of stops, did some research on another custom touch that I want to do to the 2016 Canyon. If you notice there, the truck does have some chrome by the window there. And of course the front grille has chrome on it as well. Now the most easiest choice to do is to, well, get them painted, right? However, a lot of the body shops around this town won't paint chrome because of the prep work. If the prep work is not done just so, then it's a huge issue, and it'll peel, chip, and all that stuff. And if you get a rock chip, it'll show chrome underneath. So the best thing you could do is replace it. Well, right now, with these trucks being as new as they are, there is no aftermarket pieces yet for them. So I went to the dealership, and well, grills for these trucks are almost $800, and the little centerpiece under the bumper, they don't even make it yet, apparently, according to GM, for reproduction. Pretty much that piece down there. I know they make it because my 2015 had it changed out because it was peeling, so you have to be able to get it from somewhere. So step 2 maybe is to try Linexing it. I don't know about putting Linex on a new truck. It might be a little bit whatever you want to call it, but it'll probably cost more in labor to take those pieces off and reinstall them than what it would to just get them Linex for the product. So once the weather breaks, if they haven't monkeyed with my hand too much, maybe we'll tackle that. These rubber strips on the window, I'm pretty sure they can't be Linexed. If you can kind of see them here. They're not that expensive to replace, so I might end up having to order them in black on black and then pay to have them changed on over. Which is not a big deal anyway, because, well, when I install the item that I purchased from out of country, I have to go in there anyway and pretty much touch the bolts that hold those on, and then it's all good, right? So if I can get a twofer done, then well, it'll all be fine. So of course I did some more uploads to the Maxwell's World channel, as well as uploaded another 4 or 5 vlogs, which will take me into the first couple of weeks of April. So again, we're pretty good to go there. All depends on the timeline and all, but everything should work out the way it's supposed to work out. Just a matter of keeping everything balanced and on track the way it needs to be. Once everything is good to go, then, well, it'll be good to roll. It's just a matter of, well, you know, like I said, keeping track of everything. Like I mentioned in an earlier vlog, when you've got multiple channels going live on different days, sometimes you gotta keep things a little better organized than what you used to, right? Well, today the temperature is not supposed to be super cold, so first of all, I'd like to unbox my heater that I've had for probably a good year and a half. The other day I went out and got me a tank of propane, so we'll be good to go in there. So not really to heat the garage up, just enough to take the chill off, and then we'll go in there and do a little bit of a mini project. Now, I'm not 100% sure if I want to film this mini project or if I want to just build it. The mini project is sort of something that I did slightly share with YouTube, but it's not an in-depth thing, and some people might be creeped out by the whole idea behind it, and other people, you know, may not understand why I'm doing it. So we will have to see. I might film it and edit it up and see how it works, because if it's appropriate, then I'll upload it. If it's not, then, well, I'll keep it for my own private archive or collection, right? But pretty much, guys, I'm going to try to stay dry today, stay indoors, do a few things, and yeah, you get there. See y'all later. Well, hello YouTube, here we are. Little bit of afternoon update. Well, of course, with everything that's been going on in the last few days, again, sometimes plans don't go exactly the way they're supposed to go, but hey, it works out the way she needs to go. Well, took advantage of the day and ran some more uploads through the computer. So the vlogging channel is now good, and the Maxwell's World channel is now good. And because I had the computer tied up anyway for the best part of the day, I've decided to run the fire pit videos through as well. Get them done and dealt with, and that way, well, they can be up and ready to go live. You know, just got to do the thumbnails and all that good stuff and tell it when to go live. And well, pretty much the rest is up to YouTube itself. The funny part is I've tried to balance things out, try to balance them to get all the videos to go live in about the same bunch, but it's kind of difficult because the fire pit videos are only a once a week video, where the vlogs and the Maxwell's World videos are every second day. So basically, for every one fire pit video I put up like 6 or so other videos, and then of course it's going to get buried really fast. But I guess as long as I know approximately where they are in the first page or two of the video manager, I can go look for them. Just trying to keep things going and rolling, because, well, you never know when well, the next round is about. Well, my update video went live, and well, I had shot it at a time in my life where I thought things were going to change, things were going to be different, and there's a few things in the update video that's no longer current, you know. But I thought about deleting it, then reshooting it, and then making a later upload, you know, maybe the next day or later on that day itself. But I thought, well, I'll just let her ride the way it is. You know, I could always go through maybe and put an annotation where something to say plans have changed, maybe in a month or something, or so. They were supposed to send me out paperwork, but I guess, well, you know, it's been about 4 or 5 days, and you can probably delete the first day, so that leaves about 4 days, and it usually takes about 2 days for a letter to come from Edmonton to here. So I should have the paperwork by now if they're going to send it out. So if I don't have it, the paperwork probably in another week or two, then I'll probably call that number again and talk to the blockhead at the other end and find out if they change their mind again, you know. Given the way the system has been working, especially in the last couple of years, it wouldn't have surprised me if the surgery was scheduled for the 15th and now someone's mad because I didn't attend the surgery, you know. So that wouldn't surprise me if that's the case now, you know, because that's just the way things go. I've mentioned this in earlier vlogs and videos and such about driving to Edmonton for a 5-minute doctor's appointment, but yet they don't seem to realize the distance that I have to travel. It's not like it's across town, you know. It's not like it's a 20-minute commute, you know, driving in from Sherwood Park or Spruce Grove or wherever, right? And they bring you all that way in for a 20-minute appointment. And I don't know, maybe you're supposed to play the system, you know. Maybe you're supposed to get them to buy you a motel room for the night, to get them to buy you meals and all that stuff, and go up there the night before and then stay overnight, you know, be in town for like 24 hours or so, and then go for your 5-minute appointment and then leave, instead of driving up there and back in one day. But I don't know, maybe it's just my mindset, but why would I give up more of my precious life to go stay in a motel room overnight for really no reason? And I still have to drive there and back, so there and back time is moot no matter what the circumstances is. So I'd be giving up like 10 to 12 hours of my time staying in a motel room, having a meal out, just to have a 5-minute appointment too. So I know this winter's been a little bit quiet on terms of projects and videos like I want them to be, but at the same time I don't see the need to do that. If it was a family issue where I had a wife and a kid, or, you know, it was my kid doing it and we had to be there for support, it'd be a different story, right? Because, well, you don't want your child to be all nerved up from the trip in, and you throw them in a doctor's chair, strap them on down and start drilling holes in them. This way you can let the child calm down before the big appointment the next day, you know. Maybe get a motel with a pool or something for them to relax in or whatever, right? But when it's just you, things are different. You ever notice that way back when I was younger, I had an old rusty truck and a cat and very, very, very simple needs. I didn't even have a cell phone. Didn't even have cable TV. Still listening to cassette tapes of all things, and my needs were simple, you know, food, sleep, work, not necessarily in that order. And as things in your life come into your life, as things change, come into your life, go away, and as things change in your life, you know, new things come in, things that change the direction of your life, then your wants, not necessarily needs, but wants, change. You tend to want a better vehicle. You know, you tend to want more space. You tend to want this and that. And when you're single, per se, or have no attachments, your wants can be simpler, you know. With me, I like my truck, and I like the house and the garage. If it wasn't for the road trips to the city and doctor's appointments and stuff, I probably would not have bought the 2016 Canyon. It was a little bit of an impulse buy in terms of, you know, buying it, how quickly it came together. But at the same time, with them doing surgeries and messing around and appointments and physio appointments in the cities and stuff, and I tried driving the Silverado for a couple of those appointments, and with the nature of my injury, it wasn't a city truck, you know, it wasn't a fun trip. You know, if you had a wife or kid, you probably would have bought the minivan first before your new truck. Or if you would have bought a newer truck, then it would have been something that would have been a little more of the line, equal to, or if not better than, the Silverado. The 2016 Canyon will do exactly what the Silverado does. It's got a better towing capacity than the Silverado, as well as, well, a better fuel efficient motor. The little 6-cylinder that the Canyon has a larger towing capacity, so right there it beats Silverado pretty much hands down. The only difference I'd see between the two is the sheer size. The Silverado is slightly larger, so therefore if you're pulling a trailer, the truck will break the wind just that much more than the Canyon would. But it is what it is, you know. When I was looking, I could not find a Silverado that I liked with the motor I liked in the trim level that I wanted without spending, you know, what, $55,000, $60,000. And I don't know, maybe it's just me being cheap. I couldn't see spending that kind of money on a truck. The Canyon, I think, is pretty nice. It does everything I need it to do. It's got the options I like, the motor I like, and well, it's towing capacity, you know. It's got a 6-foot box, which is a little small, but it's the same size as the Silverado, and for that I need to haul longer. I've got the marathon trailer that will do the job I need it to do, so really it's all good, right? Hindsight's always 20/20, you know. I probably could have bought something cheaper, as in something that was already 10 years old, but with that comes no warranty, and you're back to buying the, you know, $5,000, $10,000 beaters that you're not 100% sure if they're gonna make it, right? Like I covered in another vlog about having to fight the vehicle, as well as the road conditions when you're driving in the wintertime. I've been there. I've driven some really beat up, rusty, unsafe vehicles just because it was all I had. And when you have to fight the car or the truck to keep it on the road, it's not a lot of fun. But of course, you kind of deal with whatever challenges are in your life, whether you want to call them a mistake or you want to call them a learning experience, and you, well, really move on from there. You know, we've all made choices in our lives, going back years, that put us on a path that both good and bad, however you may look at it. Some of us went to school, racked up debt for some kind of trade or education that is no field for anymore, or the world changed while we were in school, and you end up with all this debt, and you really can't get out from under it, or it takes you a long time. Then other people, they kind of took the manual labor end of things, working with their back, working with their hands, their heads, kind of a deal, and now their bodies are wearing out. You know, they're not 40 years old yet, and they feel like a 60-year-old because they're the ones that when they were 15 years old, they were sent on deliveries to move a fridge by themselves, and I guess being young and stupid, you just grab a hold of the fridge and do it, right? But pretty much, guys, enough of this kind of long-winded kind of update. I'm gonna do a couple of things, probably score me some supper, and then we'll see y'all later this evening. We come to the end of another day. It was a good day. It was a beautiful day outside. The temperature is starting to break. Kind of means that, well, it looks like we're on our way to spring, which is nice. It's been a long winter. It'd be nice to feel a little bit of warmth again. Of course, with that comes the plus 30, you know, plus 35 Celsius temperature, but I guess you can't have it all, right? Well, it's supposed to get down to about -7 or so tonight, and then rebound up to, it could be as high as plus 12 over the weekend, so it is not supposed to cool down much farther than what it already has for the next couple of weeks anyway. So they're saying it could be springish. There's always got to be at least one more good wet snowfall, and usually we have our May long storm like we always do. That usually comes in, dumps a bunch of wet snow for those that are camping, so you never know, maybe that'll be me this year. All depends on how things work out. The May long weekend will be roughly a month after I will have had my surgery, so if they do it on the date they are saying to do it on, so I'll either be just getting back to using the hand, or I'll be still, laid up, right? So of course, the time will tell on how things will work out. You try not to overthink things, because when you overthink things, then you worry about things that, really don't need to be worried about. You kind of worry about things that, are in the main picture right now, and things, don't have to get done right now, but they're on the back burner, and those that are in the future, I guess we'll deal with them if and when the time or situation arises. But remember, we do have a fan mailbox. The address is down below. Send me a letter, send me your decals, send me your nonsense and all sorts of good stuff. If you write me, I will write back. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.